In this video, we'll talk about writing an outline. An outline can be a tool that improves your writing. It can be busy work, or it can be something that prevents you from saying what you want. Let's take a look and make sure our outlines are actually helpful. First, it's important to remember that an outline isn't the first step. If you'll recall from the writing process video, there's a lot of work to be done before you're ready to outline. The whole process of research to research question that eventually transforms into a thesis and a series of supporting claims, all of that has to come first. Once you can write your thesis and make a bulleted list of your claims, then you'll be ready to outline. It's important to remember, too, that a thesis and claims can also become a prison. If you change your mind, it's okay to change your thesis. Writing an outline is largely about arrangement. It allows you to see how one piece of information relates to another, and it gives you a good idea of what your essay will look like. If it seems like something is missing in the outline, it might be missing in the essay too, but it's a lot easier to see when the main ideas are all laid out in outline form. To make sure you're arranging your essay in the best way possible, consider your audience, what they already know, and where you want them to end up. Your goal is to get them to a certain point, whether that's a new understanding of something, a new side in a debate, a new appreciation for something they previously didn't like, or any other potential result. Keeping your goal in mind will help your outline, and ultimately your essay, stay focused. Also, remember that you don't have to write your outline in order. You can begin by writing the intro and conclusion, or by hitting all your main points and then filling out the information later. Finally, make sure to use scissors. Move ideas around. Experiment with putting things in a different order. You might find it makes your essay clearer. One final note regarding outlines, and this might sound childish, but you are the boss of your outline. It isn't the boss of you. It's a tool to help you organize your paper, not a rigid structure that you have to write into. It will need revision, and some of that revision may come after you've begun your draft. If you notice you aren't following your outline, that's okay. Writing is a process of discovery, and you may not know what you want to say until you start trying to say it. You wouldn't be alone in that. Scottish poet W. H. Auden wrote, "Language is the mother, not the handmaiden of thought. Words will tell you things you never thought or felt before." Robert Duncan, an American poet, agreed, writing, "If I write what I know, I bore you. If I write what I know, I bore myself. Therefore, I write what I don't know." Both of these poets illustrate the same point. You can't be entirely sure what you will end up with on the page when you begin writing. Two other authors dealt with this kind of revision a lot. Peter Elbow, a professor and a composition scholar, writes that the opportunity to get words right is a terrible burden. You can work for 2 hours trying to get a paragraph right and discover it's not right at all, and then give up. If that's how he feels, it's okay for us to change our outlines and our drafts. And one more quote in support of that idea. Ernest Hemingway, famed author, ambulance driver, and owner of six-toed cats, responded to an interview question about revision, saying that he rewrote the last page of Farewell to Arms 39 times because he couldn't get the words right. If you aren't heavily revising your work, you're not discovering what you're capable of. As you do revise, though, updating your outline is a good way to make sure that your essay is following a clear path towards your goals.